Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is, in effect, a winter wonderland. The snow-decorated perimeter of the pitch is perfect evidence of this, and indeed evidence of the efforts that the ground staff have made to get all of the white stuff off the playing surface. The forecasters do say that we will have snow throughout the game, but we have been told absolutely categorically that things aren't expected to get any worse. The atmosphere is terrific, the turnout, considering the weather, is excellent, and you do get the sense that a special event is ahead of us.
Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would think Lucas Moura. Once he gets into his dribbling stride, he's almost unstoppable. Close control at speed makes tackling him extremely tricky, and steering him into a congested midfield doesn't always stop him.
Okay, interesting.
So it's down to business here. Lo Celso.
That has put a stop to that. That's a decent ball. It's a fabulous... Hits one! He's scored! And the game springs instantly to life.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
The special feel of a potential upset, but it's a little early to get carried away just yet. Hoists it forward. He's got options out wide. Goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Lucas Moura. And it's played forward, looking to break out here. He's played him through.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Away from immediate danger. Ball through needs to be good here. He's gone for it! Managed to get it away. Forward it goes. Has a hit! And in it goes! And already they're looking to run away with it. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Tottenham concede again. They have been rocked to the core. And here's Lucas Moura. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Lucas Moura surely had to know he had the support.
Oh, shooting chance!
Cleared without complication.
Aurier. Aurier tries making a foray down the right. Aurier. That's good intervention. Things could have got far worse than that. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Great leap! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Lo Celso plays it forward. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been the perfect 45 minutes for the underdogs as far as the scoreline is concerned. Now
here we go again. Looks to bypass the midfield. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's Aurier. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Longley. Two goals ahead and looking comfortable. Richarlison. Son Heung-min!
well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's Lucas Moura. Out to the right. Well, they could break here. Decent looking ball. And the finish! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Longley does well there, alert. Tottenham keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Gomez. Lucas Moura. He's through the middle. Going for goal! Back of the net! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Chance to break. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. A chance to play it in. In he flies! It's a goal! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
And time is up. The demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a bit of a shock, and I got it wrong, Peter.